Alright, so while I'm still on hiatus from Lost Ark, I am keeping tabs on the game. And there has been a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to this latest roadmap, so I'm going to put in my 2 cents. Which obviously the main topic is that they're not going to be another raid release for another 2 months. The response I expected, which we are seeing a lot of, is that people are upset because they have to wait 2 months. Which honestly, that's very logical because most people who play Lost Ark, everything else that they have to do is just a prereq. It's something they have to do on their way to doing the raids, which is the content they actually play the game for. I don't think many people are logging into Lost Ark like, oh yeah, more cube. Meanwhile, Reddit is actually the place where people are like, hey, this is actually a good thing. Which, as you probably know, Reddit has been generally known to be like a toxic hellscape. Or at least that's what it seems like when they talk about streamers, but when they're talking about this, they're actually very civil about it. And if you've been watching my loyal content, you know that one of my biggest topics is just how a faster content cadence has been a double-edged sword for the game and community. In a game like Lost Ark, if you don't supplement all the lost time with currency and materials with the accelerated content cadence, people are just going to burn out and be unhappy, they're going to struggle. And that's why I think that this roadmap isn't actually as bad as like the super sweaty hardcore players make it sound out to be. And again, I'm surprised that the general consensus on Reddit is pretty much the same thing. A lot of current Lost Ark conversation is that everything is too expensive, they can't get X, Y, or Z, especially when they're talking about books. And so downtime like this will let people just settle in and work on progression and not have to worry so much about what's coming up. Your average Lost Ark hardcore player puts a lot of pressure on themselves to be really juiced up and jacked up for the next content. Historically, a lot of people have frontlined a whole entire roster 6 to hard mode. The people I know who were doing this around Thaymine and Kidna have started to not do it. They've actually learned to just park their ults and have like a few juiced up characters that they really enjoy. I think that just overall having a little bit more time between raids is a bit healthier for the game and the community. But I don't find it or see it as a fix for anything. Like, it's still not fixing core problems of the games, it's just helping relieve it. I think with their many attempts of lowering the difficulty, like the frontier system and us always getting everything nerfed, is also another way they're tackling this kind of fatigue that people are having. Now, I get it. You can say that these next couple of months are going to be pretty boring because you're going to be doing the same content that you have been doing for a while. But honestly, this is the game you signed up for and choose to log into still. This is a Korean MMO. This is Lost Ark. This is a obscene repetitive grind in which your greatest gains are going to be tied to your weekly and daily content. This is Lost Ark. And guess what? If you feel like you don't need the time to prepare for the raids, that's good. You should take this time to take a breather from the game. You should play other games, do something else. Downtime is just actually healthy for a game. Otherwise, you will lead to burnout. This is just the unfortunate consequence of a forever grind game, is people burn themselves out because they put so much pressure on it to keep on playing the game. Of course, yes, the game is designed like this. It is incentivizing you to play unhinged like a crazy person. But you have to admit, some of this is still self-inflicted. A factor to why I'm not currently playing a lot of Lost Ark is because I am probably a bit burnt out. But also, when I think about my free time, there are just other games I'd rather play. So yeah, I think the roadmap is actually alright. While raids are great, I do think there can be a raid and content overload for a lot of players. Also, them putting a progression event in this roadmap is pretty good in my opinion, as long as it's actually decent. Because there are people out there who still have to work on their roster or who want to make roster changes. So yeah, I thought I would just give my thoughts and also throw my low bros on more solo content.